Be watchful and strengthen the things which remain that are ready to die, for I have not found thy words perfect before God, John says in Revelation 3:2. Harry was discouraged. He fostered such high hopes for progress when he began his life of discipleship. Along the way, he had not met all his goals. He had experienced the limitations of the flesh. He had felt the sting of rebuke. Now, as he evaluated his spiritual progress, all he saw was regress. He had the right answers. On the outside, he seemed like an ideal Christian. On the inside, he was spiritually dead and emotionally drained. What's the use, he muttered as he threw up his hands in despair. Then, for some reason, he began reading the book of Revelation. His eyes fell upon the words of Jesus to a church whose spiritual condition sounded much like his own. The church at Sardis looked alive on the outside, but it was dead on the inside. Jesus' words to that church spoke to that glimmer of spiritual life in Harry's heart. Be watchful. Harry had to admit that he'd not been paying much attention to his spiritual life. His personal devotions were routine, if present at all. He was too busy to be watchful. The words of Jesus were a wake-up call to his heart. Strengthen the things which remain. There was a stark, still flickering in his heart. Harry sensed that God was calling him to fan it into a flame, to build on his strengths and trust him for the rest that are ready to die. He understood this was a serious matter, that he could lose whatever spiritual vitality he had. He wasn't willing to let go of his relationship with Jesus, no matter how casual it had been. When setbacks come, the accuser tempts us to retreat farther. He lies to us and tells us that there's no more to lose. Jesus says to strengthen what remains and to be faithful to him amidst the rubble of our failures. He makes the promise to overcomers that they can wear white garments of righteous servants. Harry decided that day to become an overcomer. What will you decide?